to do to die today? Yet a minute or two till two. A thing distinctly hard to say, yet harder still to do. For the beat a tattoo at 20 to 2 with a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-too. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two till two today. At a minute or two till two. That's how we used to open up improv. All right, what am I feeling in my body right now? Pain and fatigue. That's 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row when I usually would be like, I'm fine. But last Monday I woke up in so much pain that I was like, I need like a massage or something. And it sucks because with chronic pain, all you get to do is pay out of pocket for everything. Yay. So anyway, I could not move. I could not get in my car. I could not go anywhere. And I'm like, well, I'm fucked. And I was in the bath and I'm like, man, I wonder if like I can find one to come to me like maybe tomorrow or the next day. Like, I don't know, next week, I'll take anything. And I was able to find somebody that day. I was like, oh, let's just see what happens, you know. And I signed up. I recognized one name of like the list of people that came up, thinking I'd like get to choose, whatever. So all to say, I didn't get the one that I recognized, but I did get a masseuse to come over last week, Mr. Tom, and he's been a like physical like I can't think of the name right now. Man, I'm foggy. I have brain fog. Write that down. Okay. So anyway, sports massage. So I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So come back next week, mister, for an hour and a half. And I'm hyper mobile and hyper flexible. And it's like they count, there's like 11, I think, hypermobile points that they like count. And then they give you like a scale and they're like, oh, you're a 2 out of 11 or an 11 out of 11. So I'm pretty sure I'm a 7 out of 11. And I say that because I cannot get relief in my body. When I think of like dreamy things that feel like really nice, like, you know, like going for a dip in the pool or whatever, my vision is like laying on like a bed of like really pointy rocks that could like pierce your skin, but they won't. Like they're a little bit too round, you know? And like maybe like a truck, you know, it just come in rolling over me and just shoving my fucking body down on these fucking rocks because that's what I feel like. I feel like if you're a Barbie doll that you can like pull apart, I feel like a Barbie doll, but that's been like glued together in all like the little joint areas with like rubber glue or like caulk. That's what I feel like. So anyway, what am I feeling in my body? Pain, but I'm also excited because today I get like my neck and stuff stretched. Which is cool because I was supposed to get jaw surgery a year ago and I got so sick I couldn't. And that causes me pain. There's lots of pain. Pain, pain, pain. What emotion word fits best right now? I'm gonna not use the wheel and just say I feel happy, or like light and kind of. I'm excited. You know, I took a bath and I did two. Wait, did I do 2 masks? I think I only did one. But then I put my favorite like turmeric oil on, and just things that make me feel good. So overall, I feel pretty like relaxed and happy. And I actually think I moved oh, there it is. I wanted to bring the other one up because I don't like this one that much. I have another one that I use for like UX work. I've never really operated well with these. They don't really, technically I'm an autodidact and I struggle with like naming things like for myself, but I can see everything like out there. So anyway, yeah, happy. I feel joyful, interested, powerful, optimistic, peaceful, and I've in those nodes I feel inspired, open, I suppose somewhat playful, so that's intimate. I guess I feel intimate. I always feel playful though, and if I didn't realize that's intimate, but that makes sense because people really misunderstand me and what I see as like my intentions. Let's see, people or peaceful. So yeah, hopeful. I feel loving all the time, pretty much. I feel fulfilled-ish today. Confident, important, sure. Somewhat inquisitive, liberated, maybe a little bit. I had a good like meditation this morning. I'm trying to feel energetic. All right, cool. That was faster than the last 2 days. That's good. What do I wish someone would know without me explaining? I thought of one earlier. I don't remember what it is though. Um, oh yeah. I could be like in front of you and seemingly operating just fine at a high cognitive level, um, and falling apart at the same time. And not like, oh, I'm so depressed, but like, I have pushed myself so hard that I didn't know that I've ended up in the hospital multiple times. I've gotten extremely, extremely sick. And because I've been so sick, yeah, it has led to like depression in other realms, and it's tough. And I always thought it was me or like my fault or whatever, insert word here. I should probably just do like some video, like diary things on like trying to remember my past history. That could be cool. That could be something I can do while I'm feeling too exhausted to like stand at the whiteboard or something. But yeah, I mean, I think ultimately what I wish people would know always goes back to the same thing where it's just like you don't know. And so many of us are like making assumptions all the time, and it hurts other people. And for a long time I didn't know that like I became my own warrior to, heal myself through like helping other people. And I've now that I've like gotten through that and I've become very skilled researcher in my field, and now I get to actually like just care and do work toward that. So I feel like I'm curious to observe how many days in a row the question for what I wish someone would know kind of goes back to the information architecture node of like, most people are just projecting all the time. But if I were to pick another one, which I just want to for some reason, so I pick another IA node. What do I wish someone would know without me explaining? Hmm. Hmm. Well, maybe I'll leave it there because my mind just went blank. I thought I had another one. I feel like I kind of do. Hmm. Do I wish people would know it or do I wish I would know it? See, that's where I struggle. It's like, when we talk about wishing people knew this or that, really what we are actually saying is, I've never felt validated in this way. And, as humans, living beings, we need to feel accepted. And so it's interesting because when I hear that question, it's like, well, do I wish it? Do I want to like put my energy toward wishing toward something that I'm, basically saying like doesn't exist? I don't really like that because then what am I speaking it into existence? I'm not sure. I need to think about that. So I wish we all knew we were human. I wish we all knew how much we were programmed, because then we would see each other and not think that like hatefulness and bad intentions and all these things exist. I think the majority of bad things exist because something bad existed before it, and that's just the law of cause and effect, right? Physics. If my inner world were a room or a place, what does it look like? As I read that question, I my intuition was inclined to be like, well, I already know this answer. It was like the pointy Star Wars place. But then at the same time, it's like, not today. So today, if my inner world were a room or a place, what's it look like? I started a sketch last night, and I really like to draw sketches that just, I suppose, are, I guess I don't know how to describe it. Not like a standard scene, like maybe I'll draw. So last night I drew, maybe I can go get it. How much time is it? I'm supposed to only take 10 minutes to, up to 10 minutes, but whatever. La, la, la. Oh, and it's gonna probably be hard to see, but I need to pen it out and stuff. But can we see it? It's hard. So, all sketches start with like something like that. And it's actually a scene. I was like, I don't know, let me just, I was so tired, but I wanted to do something. So there's like this triangle thing, and I'm like, ooh, I feel like I'm in space now. And so it's like this triangle thing with like plants growing out of it, and there's like planets and a moon. And then all of a sudden there's a rose and a spaceship and like a lady down here. I don't know how to describe this. Maybe I'll look it up. I'm losing the word. But anyway, my inner world looks like that today. So maybe that's why I'm in a good mood, a better mood. So maybe I need to go to bed doing something like that. I have really intense dreams at night, often nightmares or, terrors. I wake up sweaty and panicking multiple times a night. And that can make the beginnings of my day very, very hard and exhausting and drained because you wake up with all that like in your body and you don't even fully know it. So anyway, I was noticing this morning in the last few days that you know that's an because I can't, I'm like, why do I feel like shit, like so bad, like not in my body, I just feel angry and depressed all the time, like hours after I wake up. So I was really trying to observe it today. So anyway, yeah, my inner world, I was inclined to just be like, oh yeah, it was that place, and that's where it was yesterday and the day before, and maybe I'll go back to the pointy island, but my intuition led me right to my like pretty little weird world. So one kind thing I can offer myself right now. I had one earlier too, one kind thing. It's always just peace and understanding, but there was another one. Faith or trust. It had something to do with like trusting myself more. I think that's kind of what it is. So like self-trust. And I say that because like again, like just my history, I know a lot, but that's because I've spent so long and so, oh my God, the amount of pathways and things that I have tracked, to double check analysis and whatever, that when you do that for 8, 9, 10, 12 years in a row, you don't realize that you get into this constant loop of double checking everything before you move. And that's great because then I know like work is accurate and like things like naming, architecture, all that needs to be accurate, but it's exhausting. And I was trying to trace that back, and I'm like, did that, I've always kind of been like that, but I feel like it probably started right around when I was like 26 to like the degree it's at. So where are we at? 10 years. Um, and that is right before I started schooling in behavioral research. Anyway, so yeah, just like to trust myself more, to remember that, you know, I do have these skill sets, but I can let go of that being like, I mean, it was survival mode forever, and then it looped into another form of survival mode. So now I can like let it go, but that doesn't mean let go of just like the hobby in itself. It's like, no, cool. Make sure that you make space daily to like operate in a flow, like how other people operate, right? I mean, oh, yeah, I need to cut this shorter, but I don't want to not be unique, but I would love to be like other people, to just move in the world. And I would love, I'm jealous of people who think that they're right all the time. I wish I could do that. I try to embody and channel that like all the time. So maybe today I can offer myself like a big fat ego and just, I'm writing a novella right now and I can write fast. It's just all of this other shit that I carry with me. And I'm really tired and I know I need to work on my portfolio and stuff, but I know that will also come organically and the more I just give myself grace and rest. So today I'm honestly, there's part of me, I always like, is it ADHD thing when you like set up an appointment and then a week later the appointment comes and you're like, fuck, not today. And so I'm like, man, I just want to write because I know I could get my novella done today. I have 5 chapters left. Fuck. And then I'm going to be all sleepy after my massage, but maybe I can get the novella done this week. That would be really cool. So trust in myself, in whatever like comes out of me, because I trust that all of the time, except for when it has to come to me. I don't even know. Okay, need to cut this short. I should, I think I printed a bunch of, what are they called? Man, my brain. Let's see, I woke up, I guess only 2 hours ago, so I need to start tracking how long brain fog lasts in the morning. Man, oh my God, so much pain right here. I could fucking rip my head off. All right. What to do to die today? In a minute or two till 2. A thing distinctly fine to say, yet hard. Wait, I say fine all the time. A thing distinctly hard to say, yet harder still to do. But the beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, the rat a tat 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 2. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two till 2 today, at a minute or two till 2.